Hey guys, it's Marilla.
And Tori.
And today I'm going to show you how to cut side swept bangs and layers like these. Because Tori's hair is very long and she needed some layers. Alright, so hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do is start at the very back. And most of the time I part it in the middle. But since her part is pretty close to the middle, I don't really need to do that. So I'm going to take a strip of hair downward. A vertical strip. It's about an inch thick, and this is just because she has a lot of hair. So if you have really thin hair, then you're not going to need to take that much. I'm going to get a brush and brush it out. Sorry. And I'm going to take all the hair upward like that, so the ends are like all, see, the hair is going to be straight upward at an angle, and I'm just going to hold the ends. So now I'm going to take some hair cutting scissors, and you can get these at like Sally's or a beauty supply store. You want to change them out kind of often because they don't last very long. So take the hair, and what I'm going to do is just cut this straight, but I'm going to cut at an angle like this. So towards my fingers. And then I'll like texturize it a bit and just kind of cut slits into that hair. So then the ends look like that. And that is because if you cut it just straight, you're going to see a really blunt line. And I want it to blend a lot and be really natural looking. So now when I let the hair fall, you're going to see that there are some shorter pieces and then some longer pieces. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is use one of these pieces that I cut as a reference and take another horizontal strip, vertical, not horizontal, vertical strip down her head. It's going to be fairly close to that one that I did. And I'm going to brush this again. And then adding this piece to the piece that I'm now going to cut, I'm going to brush it upwards just like I did. And as you see, the very top piece is shorter because that's a piece that I just cut. And that's going to be my reference for how short I'm going to cut the rest of it. So I'll continue with that process by taking a piece of the shorter hair, and if you can see that this hair is obviously shorter than her ends. And I'm taking this piece from the very top because that's the shortest part. I'll take another strip, and I'm only going down to about the ear height because you want your bottom layer of your hair to be thick still. You don't want it to be very, very like thin and cut too like fine. So I'm not going to mess with that very end section. I'll brush the hair upward again. And using my reference, which is about right here, I'm just going to cut all this. And there you see it falls, and I can pull up some shorter pieces right here. And then you see like the falling length of the hair. So I'll continue doing that around the head, and then I'll show you after I do a few more pieces. Okay, so after I've done the layers, what I'm going to do is just kind of hold up random pieces and make sure they match when I hold them up. Just to make sure that I did like her whole head. So see, the ends are meeting up when I pull them. Oh, and here's one that I missed. So I'll just blend that with these. So now as you see, like I can pull out the layers from the bottom. And then there's like some in the middle. And then there's still the ends. Now to make it all blend, what I'm going to do is take the scissors like this. This part is probably going to hurt a little. And I'm just going to go down the hair shaft. Oh, I hate this. This is just going to like blend out any harsh lines. because you don't want it to look too perfect. This is also going to texturize it and take off a little bit of the weight because Tori's hair is really thick.
And heavy.
Yeah, it's super heavy. So now when I do this, you can see like some of the shorter pieces intertwined with the long pieces. And this is also going to take off some of her dead ends from the very bottom layer. And what I'm using as a reference to know where to start going down the hair are the shortest pieces. And then I'll just kind of like go down from there, razoring it down. Now she's going to turn and face me, and I'm going to do the front. Now for the front, you guys know that this frames your face. So you're going to want it to look perfect. So what I'm going to do is just kind of like take the front section. And I'm going to do the same thing that I just did to the bottoms of her hair. I'm going to kind of like go down it like this. And give it like an angle so the pieces in the very front of the face are the shortest and the pieces then get longer as it goes down.
Ow.
Sorry.
So I scratched my eye.
Scratch your face.
Yes.
And then I'm going to do that to this side. So I'm not going to take it like far back or anything. I'm just going to kind of do like this front section right here. Like that. So as you see, it's like shorter here and it gets a little longer. And then I can blend some of these pieces. Okay, so now to do side swept bangs, what you want to do is point that head down. Take it from like up the nose so that you get the middle of the hair. Just like this. Separate it in the middle. And depending on how like big your forehead is, I guess, you go like an inch or two back. And I'm going to take a little less than this. So you take like a rainbow shaped piece of hair right here.
This is so scary.
Okay, so just that section right there. And say she wants her bangs to there. So I'm going to leave like more room because we don't want them too short. So what I'm going to do is just cut straight across like right here. And then I'm going to go off of this. So Tori parts her hair on this side. She wants her bangs to go this way. Okay, so I'm going to part this piece like normal. These pieces are going to go to this side, so I'm going to leave them out. And you're going to take all this hair, push it over to the opposite side that you would usually part it. Why did I just like stutter? And I'm going to cut them straight, but I'm going to cut up and down. So I'm going to make this line straight rather than diagonal. Like that. And I don't want it to be like perfectly cut across. Then what I'm going to do is bring them back over to this side. And now as you see, the ones right here are going to be shorter and these ones are going to be longer. And I want them to look a little bit thinner, not so like thick and bulky. So I'm going to take like the top part and I'm just going to like cut upward into it. And this is going to take out some of the bulkiness and the weight. Turn your head this way. And now for this part, I'm going to bring it over to this side and just barely cut it so that it's like more straight. Because this is going to be on this side. So now this can go over here. And now, see, she has perfect side swept bangs. That is how you make side bangs and how you cut layers. Thanks for watching.
Bye.